My name is Sarah, and I'm the artist behind Essic Art. Um, I am a part-time artist and a full-time art teacher. I chose to start creating art and selling it maybe about a year and a half ago. And I decided to start documenting what I was doing in order to maybe teach other people out there. And also I feel like a lot of people are not doing this part-time, and if they are, they don't emphasize on that. I feel like a lot of people I meet in this convention community do it full-time. So I wanted to kind of showcase how a part-time artist does stuff, and how I need to find little pockets of time throughout my day as a teacher to work on this stuff that I'm selling. So the video is showcasing the product that I make here in my home little basement studio, as well as showing how I can also work during school hours, during my prep time, which I'm not supposed to, but I'm doing anyway, to create more stuff and using things that are available to me at school in order to create the merchandise that I sell. So I hope you enjoy it. I'll see you at the end of the video, and yeah, have a fun time. So as my stickers are printing, I'm going to add one of my new additions to my, I don't know, I call it my print wall. I don't like huge prints. I do tend to like prints on the smaller side. But I have a couple that are mine up here, like the Ponyo and the Toru and Han, Toru and Kyo. But whenever I go to conventions and I see artists that I like or artists I follow on Instagram, I buy from them. I also just recently got a new print from Tiramisu. She makes such cute art. She's one of my favorite people to vend with. So I think I'm going to add it over there up into that top corner. It's added. I'm going to try to link who the artists are down below. So in case you're wondering who I purchased them from, you can find out. So here's a nice tip for those of us who have a colored border around your stickers. When I print my stickers, especially those, like for this one, my change is scary, but so is staying the same cat sticker, I add an additional border when I print my die cut stickers. This border, then, if I click on it and I delete it, this is how I would actually cut my stickers. But having that extra bleed line, I call it, helps it so that it, even if my silhouette cuts a little bit off, it still has blue there, so it doesn't even look like it's cut, like, you know, one of those less than a centimeter off when it gets to the silhouette. So, another little tidbit on how to produce something like my bookmarks, my die cut bookmarks, is the following steps. So, I print them out, I laminate them. It's a very slow process, I know, especially if you have your own laminator. And then once you laminate them, you just make sure you get them nice and taped up so that when you bring it to your silhouette and your Cricut, it's nice and sturdy and doesn't move and it cuts. It does need many, many rounds in order for it to cut successfully, but it's really nice what it turns out and what it looks like in the end. And is one of my favorite things to make. It's super easy. So these are my keychain backings and how I package my keychains overall. I like to print the front and the back together so that I then fold them in half to make it more sturdy. The back will always have my QR code, while the front will always have a similar color palette of the pink and blue, since those are my colors, but the little graphic changes depending on which keychain I'm selling. So I have 4 different t-shirt designs that I'm selling this convention season. But the main print is on the back of the shirts. And what I found out as I kept selling these is that a lot of customers are like, but what does the front look like? So I came up with this little solution of printing little mini fronts of the shirts so that that could be visible on my table displays so they can kind of get an idea of what the t-shirt design will look like. Hopefully it helps. We'll see when I vend later on in the week.
Yes?
Filming. Not to what? It gets hot again? So my t-shirts are probably the hardest thing and most time consuming thing I do as a part-time artist. I'm very, very adamant of making sure that each t-shirt design is printed exactly centered every single time, and making sure that the lining is perfect, or it lines up perfectly. So you'll see me here with a ruler, constantly checking, rechecking to make sure that the center of the design is actually in the center of the t-shirt. Once it's finally in the center, I use, I can't even remember what this tape is, but it's supposed to be like heat resistant tape, so that when you do press it, it doesn't damage the tape, it doesn't damage your print that you're pressing. And I like to really tape it up to make sure that it doesn't move. It could be me being anal, or I just want to make sure that when I press it, everything that I actually measured does not shift out of place. Woo! So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you made it this far, please hit that like button. Please hit subscribe. I'm really trying to build a following here, you know, like every other YouTube person, content creator out there. But I do want to emphasize that I am in my 30s, and a lot of people who do this are in their 20s and just like starting off right out of college. So I feel very, very old in this community. So I kind of want to emphasize that if you are like me and you are choosing a different career path, or you're choosing to do this part-time, that it is still an option for us older folks. I don't really think I'm older, and you know, I'm in my 60s, but like, you know, we're older than the general public that is doing this. So I hope that you follow me along my journey, even if you are one of the youngins. But yeah, I just want to show that and really emphasize that even though I am on the older side, and even though this is my second path in life that I chose after being an art teacher, that it is possible to do it and have fun with it and still have a somewhat social life. So my next video, if you are interested, will be about the convention that I was prepping for. It was a 2-day weekend convention. It was on the smaller side. It has very mixed reviews. A lot of artists don't like it. And to be fair, I'm not in this community, so I am not I'm not able to really like dictate what's good, not good. I just try to arrive and have a great time when I am there. So I hope you do enjoy my next video, be about Brooklyn Comic Con. So I'll see you all there for the next one.